life is strange sometimes. In this case, it's really strange.
The story begins with the woman who was the victim of a crime that set the whole Avery story in motion.
I remember thinking, you know, this is going to be my last breath.
Her name is Penny Burnson. Although she was not interviewed for the Netflix series, she sat down with us in 2005 for this rare TV interview. For Penny, life in Manitowoc was sweet, literally. Her family owned a popular candy store that has been a local fixture for generations. But on July 29, 1985, that serenity was destroyed.
If I had an opportunity to take back one day, I wouldn't have to think twice about what day I would take back.
Penny had gone to the beach with her husband and one of her 2 children. A dedicated runner, Penny left her family to go for a jog along the shore. That's when she noticed a man acting suspiciously.
He ran out from behind the bush and was headed towards me, and I knew immediately what he wanted.
She says she panicked and headed for the water, but he caught up with her.
I said, I've got 2 young children, you know, please let me go. Anything I thought he needed to hear, and maybe if he heard it, he would let me go.
She says he began beating her and demanding sex.
And then eventually he strangled me until I believe I lost consciousness.
She woke up and, with the help of beachgoers, made her way back to her husband and to the hospital. There, a Manitowoc County Sheriff's deputy asked her to describe her attacker.
I remember saying he had a beard and mustache.
Penny provided a description, and this sketch was later released. She says the sheriff then asked her to look through 9 photos to see if she could ID her assailant.
I looked carefully at each photo, and I selected Stephen Avery's photo.
Stephen Avery, then 23, had a passion for cars and worked at his family's large auto salvage yard. He had a growing family with a wife and 5 young children.
He had brand new baby boys, his twin boys.
Kim Ducott is Stephen's cousin. Kim remembers when authorities came to arrest him just hours after Penny picked out that photo.
What did you think when you heard that? That is an extremely serious accusation.
Right from the start, I thought, oh my God, they had the wrong guy. There's no way Stevie don't do them things.
But Penny told us that back then, she felt certain.
I think my confidence that I had selected the right person was boosted when I was told that the person they arrested was the suspect that they had in mind.
Penny also viewed a live lineup several days later and again picked out Avery.
Stephen Avery had all the wrong things going for him.
Michael Griesbach is an author and assistant district attorney in Manitowoc County.
Who was the Stephen Avery that the police knew back in the day?
Stephen Avery was known for quite a while to the police and to the whole community.
And was racking up a criminal record.
What did he do?
He poured gasoline on a cat and threw the cat in a fire. Pretty, telling things about what was going on in his mind. Violent stuff. He also rammed his pickup truck into the vehicle of a woman who was driving by, and he held her at gunpoint.
Avery had been convicted of burglary as well. In Penny's case, he was charged with attempted murder, false imprisonment, and sexual assault.
I was just absolutely devastated when that happened. It's like, there's no way Stevie did something like that.
Avery pleaded not guilty, insisting he was nowhere near the beach that day. He went on trial in December of 1985.
He produces 16 alibi witnesses who confirmed that he was in Green Bay 75 minutes after the assault occurred.
Right. So it was a very good alibi as these things go.
But Penny testified, and her unwavering identification of Avery made a powerful case for the state. Then it was the jury's turn.
It seemed like it took forever for the verdict to be read. And when it was read, having this huge sense of relief that Stephen Avery had been convicted for assaulting me and that a dangerous man was off the streets.
A judge sentenced Avery to 32 years in prison.
And Steve was turned down on every appeal. I was glad, a sense that maybe I can start to put this behind me.
But that was not to be. Penny had no idea what lay ahead for her and for Avery.
When we come back,
I said to him, "What's this about another suspect?"
doubts creep into the case. Is the evidence about to point to someone else?
The DNA came back to not Stephen Avery, but to a known sex offender.
I remember thinking, oh my God, maybe the wrong person's in custody.